Please welcome to the stage, Pat Quinn.
Hey, I'm Pat Quinn from AmazingPresenters.com, and I had the pleasure and honor this year of being one of the judges for this year's SpeakOff. Prior to this year's conference, many people from around the world submitted videos in an attempt to become one of the finalists. The finalists were selected, and yesterday each of the finalists gave a 4-minute presentation in front of 3 celebrity judges. 3 of those finalists have been selected as winners and are now going to give their 4-minute presentations on this stage right now. So these speakers need your support. This takes an awful lot of courage. Raise your hand if you think you have a message that's important for other people to hear. Everybody has a message for other people to hear. And the speakers who were in the SpeakOff this year took that step and said, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to take a leap of faith, and I'm going to stand up and try this in front of an audience, in front of judges, and now in front of you. One of my favorite quotes is from Teddy Roosevelt, who says, "The credit belongs to the one who is actually in the arena." And these 3 speakers have stepped into the arena and are now going to stand up here and do their 4-minute presentations for you. And so they need your full support. They need your enthusiasm. I was honored to be joined on the judging panel by 2 great celebrity judges. One of them was Danny Brazel from DannyBrazel.com. Give it up for Danny over here. And the other one was the amazing LaVonna Roth, founder of Ignite Your Shine at IgniteYourShine.com. LaVonna Roth. Together, we were blown away by the quality of the presentations and speakers that we saw, and I am thrilled to introduce these 3 speakers to you right now. And so the first one, and I got to tell you, we need the enthusiasm, we need your voices, we need your support, both before they speak and after they speak. So give it up right now for our first winner, Andrea Carella.
Can you recall a time where your confidence was shaken by anxiety and self-doubt? Or you held back the authentic truth of who you are for fear that it would be deemed unacceptable? In my early 20s, I landed a high-level management position. At first, I felt confident, but as the reality of its roles and responsibilities set in, so did my anxiety and insecurity. What I did was I was behind a computer, and one day I needed to take a walk outside. It was too much. I went for a walk outside, and as I overlooked the bay, I felt this strong instinct to go inward and to touch my heart with love and compassion and take a breath. A wave of peace filled my heart and my soul. And what happened next liberated me. Instead of trying to hide or overcompensate for my vulnerabilities, I chose to embrace them. And in doing so, I embraced all of me, unconditionally. In that moment, I began to trust the untapped resources within me and invited my true confidence and authentic power to emerge. Even today, when I feel vulnerable or unsure, I remind myself to connect, accept, and reassure that I am not alone, that I have an abundant amount of support available to me, and that in me, as in each and every one of you, have an innate, undeniable value. So this message is for you. Whether you are a woman who is an entrepreneur up to big things, or a conscious leader in your community, this is your time to take inspired action. Trust yourself with your whole heart and pursue your passion and purpose. Whether you are a corporate woman who wants to create systemic change in your company, or are a mother and wife that wants to create a harmonious environment for your children to grow up in, but have been holding back, this is your time to become seen, heard, known. So, if you are waiting for permission, reassurance, validation, or someone to see you, I see you. You are an amazing woman with untapped resources within you. I see a woman who is bold, beautiful, and brilliant from the inside out. I see a woman, a conscious leader who is wanting to make a difference on this planet. And you're waiting, you're searching, you're looking. And I'm here to tell you, we cannot afford to wait any longer for you to show up. We need your brilliance, we need your light, we need your truth, we need your gifts, because you are who we have been waiting for. Over the past 15 years as a psychotherapist and transformational coach, I have supported women as they unlock their true potential, as they discover their authentic confidence and grace within them, and become the courageous and visible women as visionaries, entrepreneurs, mothers, wives, and change makers. You are the change maker. And I want to support you with a free gift by going to www.truepotentialcounseling.com. This is your year to go from being invisible to visible. This is your year from going from being silent to speaking up. This is your year to unlock your true potential. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. That's Andrea Carella. Absolutely amazing. We were blown away by the level of the competition this year, and if you want to be in next year's SpeakOff, I'm going to tell you right after this next speaker how to sign up and how to get ready for that. But before we do that, I want to introduce to you the second of our three winners. The second of our three winners is Tina Brinkley Potts. Give it up for Tina.
Hi, I'm Tina Brinkley Potts, and I am so excited to be here today. I am so grateful to be able to take this time with you in this room. You know, I can stand here and be authentically me, but that wasn't always the case. You know, I had a secret shame. The funny thing is, all of us have one. Sometimes it's something simple, like these Spanx that I'm wearing, like once it comes off, like everything's just gonna go boom. Or it could be that you have a cheating spouse. And for most women entrepreneurs, it's that their business is not doing as well as they say it is. But you know, for me, it was I had a tax lien. Me. The person that single-handedly did all of the due diligence to take a company public. Me. The person that ran an accounting department. Me. Who would believe me? Who would believe that a person with a tax lien can take your business to 6 or 7 figures flat in 12 months? Who would believe that? Who would believe that a person with a tax lien can help you find that superpower and amplify it so that you can say, I get paid to be me? Well, in the world of 140 characters, every time I went out to try to get my business rolling, all they could see was the tax lien. What they didn't know is that the day that they decided they wanted to file this tax lien against me, the representative gave me a call. She said, hi, Ms. Potts. She says, I am a representative, and I need to talk about your 2008 and your 2010 tax returns. If you don't get your tax returns in here within the next 48 hours, we're going to file a tax lien against you. What she didn't know is I was speeding down the highway, going 20 miles to a hospital because my mother had just been airlifted to a hospital. And when I walked in that room and I saw my mother laying there with tubes, bleeding in the brain, I knew I made the right decision. People before money. But what I can tell you is when you make a decision, no matter what, it doesn't matter what your secret shame is. You see, now, I have over 500,000 video views. I've had over 5 million hits to my website. I have viewers in 25 countries. And when I walk up on this stage, I can say, I get paid to be me. So for all of the women in this audience who want to start a business, I truly believe in the purpose of this California Women's Conference. So I want to give you a gift. This gift is what I take all of my 6- and 7-figure clients through, and they pay me at least $18,000 a year to do this. So you can text Women Together to 5885, and I will give you the 7-figure blueprint so that you can write your own and know exactly how to do this in the next 12 months. My name is Tina Brinkley Potts, and I do not have a tax lien.
Nice. All right, now if you're thinking right now, I have a message. I have a message that the world needs to hear. If you raised your hand in this room, if you're watching and you're saying, I have a message, I should be on that stage. Next year, you can be. You can be on this stage in front of everybody in this room and in front of 25 million people live streaming. You can be on this stage. And so next year, we're going to hold regional locations around the country that you can sign up for and compete to win an automatic spot in the finals, or you could submit a 3-minute video of yourself. All the details will be on the website. The step for you to take right now is to make the decision that next year, you want to be in the arena. Next year, you want to step up and say, I can deliver a message on that stage. I'm going to start practicing. I'm going to start filming. And next year, I will be on that stage. It is time for our third and final, the winner of the 2017 California Women's Conference SpeakOff, Debbie Montgomery Johnson.
Thank you. Defining moments. Those moments that change your life forever. My defining moment came at a cost of $1,080,762. Think about that number. $1,080,762. For that amount of money, you could buy a small private island. For that amount of money, you could take the first flight to Mars. But I would rather buy 66,666 large bags of peanut M&Ms. My defining moment came when the man that I loved, the man that I met online after my husband of 26 years passed away suddenly, the man I gave my heart to, the man I gave my hopes and my dreams to, the man I gave my hidden stories to, and the man I gave my money to. My defining moment came when he came online one morning and said it had all been a scam. Scammers don't confess. Why would he confess? What had happened? I thought he was lying. He confessed because he wanted my forgiveness. He confessed because he'd fallen in love with me for my goodness and my kindness. He had confessed because he wanted to continue our relationship. He confessed that he lied. He took my heart and he took my money. Deceived, devastated. Me, a former bank executive who was trained to detect fraud and scam. Me, a former Air Force intelligence officer, a captain, trained to protect the security of our nation. Me, a business owner. A business owner and a damn Yankee who never gives money to anybody. He took my heart and he took my money. I went to the FBI. They listened to my story, and they said there was nothing they could do about it. And at that moment, I put up my mask, and I became the woman behind the smile. To the world, I was fine. But inside, I was dying. We all have stories. We all have said something that we've hidden. We've all done something that we're ashamed of. What are we going to do with those stories? Are we going to hide under a rock, be ashamed and scared and not tell anybody? Are we going to put up that mask and live forever behind our smiles? Maybe for a short time, but not forever. It is time now to stand up, speak up, tell your stories so that you might help someone that's beside you having that same defining moment. It doesn't matter about my $1 million scam. It doesn't matter about your devastating divorce. It certainly doesn't matter about some financial fiasco. You can't take the money with you. Our last suit has no pockets. But we can take our defining moments and use them for good. We can change the world for good if we stand up in our power. I ask you to go to my website, The Woman Behind the Smile, and get your 7 steps to standing up in your power, because now is the time to stand up in our power. Now is the time to speak up. Now is the time to be that person that will choose the right. And rather than being the woman behind the smile, it is now time to be the woman with the smile. My name is Debbie Montgomery Johnson, and I am the woman with the smile. Thank you very much.
Oh, Debbie, that was fantastic. That was great. What a wonderful story.
Thank you.
Man, what an event this has been. This has just been a fantastic, fabulous, empowering event. My name is Ryan Treasure. I'm the Vice President of Voice America Talk Radio and Television Networks. And on behalf of our CEO, Mr. Jeff Spinard, who couldn't attend because he's busy taking over the world, I'm very honored to be here today to present Debbie with an award from Voice America. And with some more details on that, this is our Senior Executive Producer, Mr. Robert Cellino.
Thank you, Ryan. Debbie Montgomery Johnson. I am so excited to become your Senior Executive Producer. I'm going to save the best for last, of course, but we wanted to acknowledge the magnitude of what you've done here. It is amazing. I mean, another hand, right? But we've saved the best for last. So I'm going to introduce Ms. Rebecca Hallgreiter. She is our network director for our women's channel at Voice America and the owner of RHG Media. Take it away.
Thank you. Can we have you take the center stage one more time? Let's give her a lovely round of applause. We are so excited to present you the winner of the Women's Conference 2017 SpeakOff, a powerful award. So one more round of applause. And I want to share all that you're stepping into, because not only have you been courageous on your journey and writing your book and stepping forward and sharing your message, she's now going to take on the world. Are you ready? She's going to lean in and step forward to have her own radio show broadcast around the world. But that's not all. She's also going to have a television show, weekly show broadcast around the world. Commercials advertising her amazing gifts and what she's going to be bringing to the world will also be developed and broadcast around the world. And then we're going to launch her into the world so that she's supported every step of the way. We're so honored to walk beside you, celebrate your work, and bring the gift of you to the world. Thank you for being you and being willing to shine.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, really. Thank you so much. It's such exciting to be here.
Yes, on behalf of the entire Voice America family, welcome.